Rachel Stevens stared blankly at the dinner she had meticulously prepared. The lasagna, still steaming, filled the kitchen with the comforting aroma of melted cheese and herbs. Yet, the warmth it should have brought was absent, replaced by a cold, gnawing sensation in her gut. Her husband, Tom, sat across from her, silent and distant, picking at his food without much interest. Rachel and Tom had been married for 14 years, sharing a life filled with the usual ups and downs. They had two beautiful children, Emma, 12, and Jack, 9. But lately, things had changed. Tom's late nights at work had become more frequent, and his attention seemed always to be elsewhere. "Tom," Rachel began, her voice trembling slightly, "we need to talk." Tom looked up, his eyes wary. "About what?" "Us. Our marriage. I feel like we're drifting apart." Tom sighed and set his fork down. "Rachel, I'm just stressed with work. It's nothing more than that." But Rachel knew it was more. The text she had accidentally seen on his phone, the lingering scent of a perfume that wasn't hers, the hushed phone calls. It all pointed to one heartbreaking conclusion. "Is there someone else?" she asked, her heart pounding in her chest. Tom's eyes widened in surprise, then guilt washed over his face. He didn't need to say a word. His expression confirmed Rachel's worst fears. Rachel felt a wave of nausea wash over her. She gripped the edge of the table to steady herself. "Who is she?" Tom ran a hand through his hair, his face pale. "Her name is Sarah. She's a colleague. It started a few months ago, but it meant nothing, Rachel. I swear." "Nothing?" Rachel's voice was sharp, filled with hurt. "You threw away 14 years of marriage for nothing?" Tom looked down, ashamed.
I'm sorry.
"I never meant for it to go this far." The betrayal cut deep. Rachel had always prided herself on their strong marriage, built on trust and mutual respect. Now, that foundation had crumbled, leaving her questioning everything. "Do the kids know?" Rachel asked, her voice trembling. Tom shook his head.
No.
"They don't need to know." "But they will," Rachel said, tears streaming down her face. "They'll sense something is wrong. We need to figure out how to handle this." That night, Rachel slept in the guest room, unable to bear being near Tom. She stared at the ceiling, her mind racing. How could he do this to them? To their family? She felt lost, betrayed, and utterly heartbroken. The next morning, Rachel called her best friend, Lisa. They met at a nearby cafe, a quiet place where Rachel could pour out her heart. "I don't know what to do, Lisa," Rachel said, wiping away tears. "How do I even begin to move forward from this?" Lisa reached across the table, squeezing Rachel's hand. "You need to take care of yourself first. Have you thought about counseling?" Rachel nodded. "I don't know if Tom would agree, but I think we need it." When Rachel returned home, she found Tom in the living room, staring blankly at the TV. She took a deep breath and sat down next to him. "We need to talk," she said softly. "I think we should go to counseling." Tom looked at her, a mixture of hope and despair in his eyes. "If you think it will help, I'll do it." They found a therapist, Dr. Karen Wilson, who specialized in couples dealing with infidelity. The first session was tense, filled with anger, hurt, and accusations. But Dr. Wilson guided them through the process, encouraging them to express their feelings openly. "Tom," Dr. Wilson began, "can you tell Rachel why you felt the need to seek attention elsewhere?" Tom looked down, ashamed. "I felt neglected, unappreciated. Work was stressful, and I felt like Rachel didn't see me anymore. Sarah was there. She listened." Rachel's heart ached. "Why didn't you tell me how you felt? We could have worked through it together." "I was afraid you'd think less of me," Tom admitted. "Communication is key," Dr. Wilson said gently. "Both of you need to be open and honest about your feelings if you want to rebuild your relationship." As the months passed, Rachel and Tom's efforts in counseling began to bear fruit. They found themselves reconnecting on a deeper level, rediscovering the qualities that had drawn them to each other in the first place. Their conversations became more meaningful, and they started to laugh together again, finding joy in the little moments. One weekend, Tom suggested a family trip to the beach, hoping to create new, positive memories. Rachel agreed, and they packed up their car with beach gear, snacks, and excited children. The drive to the coast was filled with anticipation, and for the first time in a long while, Rachel felt a glimmer of hope. At the beach, they spent the day building sandcastles, playing in the waves, and enjoying a picnic under the sun. Rachel watched as Tom interacted with their children, his genuine smiles and laughter filling her heart with warmth. She realized that despite the pain and betrayal, there was still a part of her that loved him deeply. In the evening, as the sun set over the horizon, Rachel and Tom sat on a blanket, their children playing nearby. Tom turned to Rachel, his expression sincere. "Rachel, I want you to know that I'm committed to us, to our family. This trip has reminded me of what truly matters, and I promise to keep working on being the husband and father you deserve." Rachel looked into his eyes, seeing the honesty and determination in his gaze. "I appreciate that, Tom. We've come a long way, and I want to keep moving forward. But trust takes time to rebuild, and we have to be patient with each other." Tom nodded, understanding the gravity of her words. "I know, Rachel, and I'm willing to be patient. Let's keep building new memories and creating a stronger foundation for our future." As they sat together, watching the waves crash against the shore, Rachel felt a sense of renewal. She knew that their journey was far from over, but for the first time, she believed that they had a chance to emerge stronger and more connected than ever before. Rachel and Tom's renewed commitment to each other continued to strengthen their relationship. They established regular date nights, taking turns planning special outings that allowed them to reconnect and enjoy each other's company. These moments became a cherished part of their routine, a reminder of the love that had brought them together. One evening, Tom surprised Rachel with a reservation at a quaint cafe in the city. As they sat at the same table they had all those years ago, Tom reached across and took Rachel's hand. "Do you remember our first date here?" Tom asked, a hint of nostalgia in his voice. Rachel smiled, her heart warming at the memory. "Of course I do. You were so nervous, and you spilled coffee all over the table." Tom chuckled, his eyes reflecting a mix of amusement and fondness. "I was terrified because I wanted to impress you. And look at us now, still here after all these years." Rachel's smile faded slightly as the reality of their current situation settled in. "Yes, but so much has changed, Tom. I want to believe we can get back to that place, but it's hard." Tom squeezed her hand gently. "I know, Rachel, and I know I have a long way to go to earn your trust again, but I believe in us. I believe we can create new memories, stronger than before." Their conversations during these date nights often touched on their hopes, dreams, and fears. They spoke openly about their individual aspirations and the future they envisioned together. Rachel found solace in these moments, slowly rediscovering the man she had fallen in love with. Their children, Emma and Jack, also played a vital role in their healing process. Rachel and Tom made a conscious effort to be present for their kids, attending school events, and spending quality family time together. These shared experiences helped to reinforce their commitment to each other and their family. Just as Rachel and Tom began to find their footing, life threw another challenge their way. Tom's company announced a major restructuring, resulting in increased workloads and heightened stress. The demands of his job threatened to pull him away from the progress they had made in their relationship. Rachel noticed the toll the job was taking on Tom. He was often exhausted, mentally and physically, and their interactions became strained once again. She worried that the pressure might push him back into old habits, jeopardizing their fragile reconnection. One evening, Rachel decided to address her concerns. "Tom, I can see how stressed you are with work. I'm worried about us, about you. We can't afford to go back to where we were." Tom looked at her, his eyes weary but filled with determination. "I know, Rachel. The job has been overwhelming, but I promise I won't let it come between us. We've come too far to let anything break us apart." Rachel nodded, appreciating his commitment. "Let's find a way to manage this together. Maybe we can set some boundaries, make sure we prioritize our time together." They devised a plan to balance Tom's demanding job with their need for quality time. They agreed to limit work-related discussions during family time and to establish a clear boundary between work and home life. This compromise allowed them to maintain their connection and provided Tom with the support he needed to navigate the challenges at work. Their efforts paid off, and they found a rhythm that worked for their family. Despite the external pressures, Rachel and Tom remained united, facing each obstacle hand in hand. Their resilience in the face of adversity strengthened their bond and reaffirmed their commitment to each other. As Rachel and Tom continued to rebuild their relationship, they discovered new ways to connect and strengthen their bond. They enrolled in a couples retreat, a weekend dedicated to improving communication and deepening their understanding of each other. The retreat provided them with valuable tools and insights, fostering a renewed sense of intimacy. One of the exercises at the retreat involved writing letters to each other, expressing their deepest emotions and desires. Rachel poured her heart into her letter, sharing her fears, hopes, and the love she still held for Tom. She handed it to him with trembling hands, unsure of how he would respond. Tom read her letter with tears in his eyes. "Rachel, I had no idea you felt this way. Your words mean everything to me. I want to be the man you deserve." Their letters became a symbol of their commitment to transparency and vulnerability. They continued to write to each other, using their words to bridge any gaps that arose in their communication. This practice allowed them to address issues before they escalated and kept their connection strong. Rachel also found solace in her own journey of self-discovery. She joined a local book club, rekindling her love for reading and engaging in meaningful discussions with like-minded individuals. These moments of personal fulfillment allowed her to bring a renewed sense of joy and contentment into her relationship with Tom. Together, they explored new hobbies and interests, creating shared experiences that brought them closer. They took up hiking, discovering the beauty of nature while challenging themselves physically and mentally. These adventures provided a sense of accomplishment and strengthened their bond as they conquered each trail together. Despite their progress, Rachel found herself haunted by memories of Tom's betrayal. She couldn't shake the feeling of inadequacy and the fear that history might repeat itself. These lingering doubts threatened to undermine the trust they had worked so hard to rebuild. During one counseling session, Rachel voiced her concerns. "Dr. Wilson, I want to trust Tom completely, but I can't forget what happened. It's like a shadow that follows me everywhere." Dr. Wilson nodded empathetically. "Rachel, healing takes time, and it's normal to have lingering doubts. It's important to acknowledge these feelings and address them together." Tom turned to Rachel, his expression earnest. "Rachel, I understand your fears, and I want to do everything I can to prove my commitment to you. Let's face this together, one step at a time." With Dr. Wilson's guidance, Rachel and Tom delved into their past, examining the root causes of their issues and identifying patterns that had contributed to their disconnect. They confronted painful memories, but in doing so, they gained a deeper understanding of each other's perspectives. Rachel realized that her fear of inadequacy stemmed from her own insecurities. She had always felt the need to be perfect, to meet everyone's expectations. Through counseling, she learned to embrace her imperfections and recognize her worth beyond external validation. Tom, on the other hand, acknowledged his role in their struggles. He admitted that he had sought validation outside their marriage because he felt unappreciated and disconnected. By addressing these underlying issues, they were able to rebuild their foundation on a more solid and authentic basis. With a renewed sense of understanding and commitment, Rachel and Tom embarked on a new chapter of their journey. They decided to renew their wedding vows, a symbolic gesture of their love and dedication to each other. The ceremony was held in their backyard, surrounded by close family and friends. Rachel wore a simple, elegant dress, and Tom looked dashing in a tailored suit. As they stood before their loved ones, their hearts swelled with emotion. "Rachel," Tom began, his voice steady and filled with love, "I stand here today, grateful for the second chance we've been given. I promise to cherish you, to support you, and to always strive to be the husband you deserve. I love you more than words can express." Tears glistened in Rachel's eyes as she responded, "Tom, we've faced challenges that tested our love, but we've emerged stronger. I vow to trust you, to love you unconditionally, and to stand by your side through every joy and challenge." Their vows echoed the depth of their journey, a celebration of their love and the life they had built together. After the ceremony, they hosted a reception in their backyard, filled with laughter, music, and heartfelt toasts. Their children, now older, expressed their admiration for the love and strength their parents had shown. Emma, their daughter, stood up to speak. Mom and Dad, your love story is an inspiration. You've shown us what it means to fight for love, to grow together, and to always support each other. We are so proud of you. Rachel and Tom exchanged a knowing smile, their hearts full of gratitude. They had faced the depths of despair and emerged stronger, their love enduring and unwavering. As the years went by, Rachel and Tom continued to cherish the life they had built. They traveled, explored new hobbies, and embraced the joys of grandparenthood. Their love remained a constant source of strength and comfort. They often reflected on their journey, grateful for the lessons they had learned and the growth they had experienced. Their story was a testament to the power of forgiveness, commitment, and the enduring nature of true love. One evening, as they sat on their porch, watching the sunset, Rachel turned to Tom with a smile. Tom, thank you for choosing me every day. Our journey hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. Tom wrapped his arm around her, pulling her close. Rachel, you are my everything. I wouldn't trade our journey for anything in the world. I love you, now and always. As they sat together, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, they knew that their love story was far from over. It was a journey that would continue, filled with love, laughter, and the promise of forever. Rachel and Tom's story became a beacon of hope for others in their community. Friends and acquaintances who had faced similar challenges sought their advice and support. Rachel often found herself sharing her experiences, offering a listening ear and words of encouragement to those struggling in their own relationships. One afternoon, Rachel received a call from her old friend, Sarah. Sarah had been through a rough patch in her marriage and was on the verge of giving up. Rachel, I don't know what to do. I feel so lost. Rachel listened patiently, her heart aching for her friend. Sarah, I know it's hard, but if you both are willing to put in the effort, there's hope. It won't be easy, but it's possible to rebuild trust and find your way back to each other. Sarah sighed. I don't know if I have the strength. You do, Rachel assured her. It's about taking one step at a time, being patient with yourself and your partner. And most importantly, it's about forgiving, not just them, but yourself too. Rachel's words resonated with Sarah, and she decided to give her marriage another chance. Over time, with guidance and support, Sarah and her husband began to heal, drawing inspiration from Rachel and Tom's journey. Years passed, and Rachel and Tom found themselves celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. It was a significant milestone, one that they had worked hard to reach. Their children, now grown, organized a surprise party, inviting close friends and family to join in the celebration. The event was held at a beautiful venue overlooking the ocean. As Rachel and Tom walked in, they were greeted with cheers and applause. The room was filled with love and admiration for the couple who had shown what it meant to fight for their relationship. During the celebration, their son, Jack, took the stage to give a speech. Mom, Dad, you have taught us the true meaning of love and commitment. Your journey hasn't been easy, but you've shown us that real love is worth fighting for. We are so grateful to have you as our parents. Rachel and Tom exchanged a tearful glance, their hearts swelling with pride and gratitude. They knew that their story was a testament to the power of love and resilience. As they entered their golden years, Rachel and Tom decided to downsize and move to a cozy cottage by the lake. It was a place where they could enjoy the tranquility of nature and create new memories together. Their days were filled with leisurely walks, fishing trips, and quiet evenings by the fire. They found joy in the simplicity of life, savoring each moment they spent together. One evening, as they sat on the porch, watching the stars twinkle in the night sky, Rachel turned to Tom. Do you ever think about the past, Tom? About everything we've been through? Tom nodded, his gaze fixed on the stars.
Ido, Rachel.
But I also think about how far we've come. Our past has shaped us, but it doesn't define us. What matters is the love we have now and the future we're building together. Rachel smiled, feeling a deep sense of contentment. You're right, Tom, and I wouldn't want to be on this journey with anyone else. They sat in comfortable silence, the night air filled with the sounds of nature. Their love had endured the tests of time, and they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. Rachel and Tom's love story became a cherished legacy for their family. Their grandchildren grew up hearing tales of their grandparents' enduring love, learning valuable lessons about commitment, forgiveness, and the power of second chances. One summer, their granddaughter, Lily, came to stay with them at the lake cottage. She was a teenager, full of curiosity and questions about life and love. "Grandma, how did you and Grandpa stay together for so long?" Lily asked one evening as they sat by the lake, skipping stones across the water. Rachel smiled, reflecting on the journey she and Tom had shared. "Lily, it wasn't always easy. There were times when we faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, but we made a choice to fight for our love, to forgive each other, and to never give up." Lily listened intently, her eyes filled with admiration. "I hope I can find a love like yours someday." "You will," Rachel assured her. "But remember, love isn't just about the good times. It's about standing by each other through the tough times, being willing to forgive, and always choosing to love." As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the lake, Rachel felt a sense of fulfillment. She knew that their love story would continue to inspire future generations, a testament to the enduring power of love and resilience. In their later years, Rachel and Tom faced the inevitable challenges of aging. Tom's health began to decline, and Rachel became his primary caregiver. It was a role she embraced with love and dedication, determined to be there for him as he had been for her. Despite the difficulties, they found solace in each other's presence. Their bond grew even stronger, a testament to the unbreakable connection they had forged over the years. One winter evening, as snowflakes gently fell outside their cottage, Rachel sat by Tom's bedside, holding his hand. His breathing was labored, but his eyes were filled with love and gratitude. "Rachel," Tom whispered, his voice weak but full of emotion, "thank you for standing by me. You've been my rock, my everything." Tears streamed down Rachel's face as she leaned in to kiss his forehead. "I love you, Tom, always and forever." Tom's grip on her hand tightened briefly before he closed his eyes, a peaceful smile on his lips. Rachel knew that he had found his final rest, surrounded by the love they had built together. In the days that followed, Rachel found comfort in the memories they had shared. She knew that Tom's love would always be a part of her, a guiding light in her heart. As Rachel navigated life without Tom, she found strength in the love and support of her family. Emma, Jack, and their families rallied around her, ensuring she was never alone. Rachel also found solace in the friendships she had built over the years. Lisa, her best friend, remained a constant presence, offering a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on. One sunny afternoon, Rachel received a letter in the mail. It was from Sarah, the woman who had once come between her and Tom. Rachel hesitated for a moment before opening it. "Dear Rachel, I hope this letter finds you well. I heard about Tom's passing, and I wanted to extend my deepest condolences. I also wanted to apologize for the pain I caused you and your family. I've spent years reflecting on my actions and the impact they had. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Sincerely, Sarah." Rachel sat quietly, absorbing the words. Forgiveness had been a cornerstone of her journey, and she realized that holding on to resentment would only hinder her healing. With a deep breath, she decided to write back. "Dear Sarah, thank you for your kind words. Life has taught me the power of forgiveness, and I choose to forgive you. May we both find peace and continue to grow. Sincerely, Rachel." As Rachel sealed the envelope, she felt a sense of closure. It was another step forward on her path to healing. As the years went by, Rachel embraced the next chapter of her life with a sense of hope and resilience. She continued to find joy in the simple pleasures, cherishing the moments spent with her family and friends. One spring day, while tending to her garden, Rachel met a kind-hearted neighbor named David. David had recently moved to the area and shared Rachel's love for gardening and nature. Over time, their friendship blossomed into something more. David's gentle presence and understanding nature brought a renewed sense of happiness into Rachel's life. One evening, as they sat on the porch, watching the sunset, David took Rachel's hand in his. "Rachel, I know we've both experienced loss and heartache, but I believe we have a chance at a beautiful new beginning together." Rachel smiled, her heart open to the possibilities. "David, I'm grateful for the love I've had and the lessons I've learned. I'm ready to embrace this new chapter with you. Their relationship grew, built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and shared experiences. Rachel found comfort in knowing that love could bloom again, even after the darkest of times. Rachel and David's love story became a testament to the enduring nature of the human spirit. Together, they created a life filled with joy, laughter, and the beauty of second chances. Their families blended seamlessly, and their home became a gathering place for loved ones. Rachel's grandchildren adored David, and he embraced his role as a loving and supportive figure in their lives. One summer, Rachel and David decided to renew their commitment to each other with a small, intimate ceremony by the lake. Surrounded by family and friends, they exchanged vows, promising to cherish and support each other in the years to come. As they stood hand in hand, Rachel looked into David's eyes, filled with gratitude for the love they had found. "David, you have brought so much light into my life. I promise to love you with all my heart, now and always." David's eyes glistened with emotion. "Rachel, you are my everything. Together, we have built a beautiful life, and I am grateful for every moment we share." Their vows echoed the depth of their love and the strength of their bond. It was a celebration of resilience, of finding love after loss, and of the enduring power of the human heart. Rachel and David's love story continued to inspire those around them. Their journey was a reminder that love could be found in unexpected places and that second chances were worth embracing. As they grew older, they remained active and engaged in their community. They volunteered at local charities, shared their experiences with others, and continued to nurture their garden, a symbol of their love and growth. Their home was always filled with the laughter and warmth of family gatherings. Their children and grandchildren looked up to them, cherishing the lessons they had learned from Rachel and David's enduring love. One autumn evening, as they sat on the porch, wrapped in blankets, Rachel turned to David with a smile. "David, our love story has been a beautiful journey. I am grateful for every moment we've shared." David took her hand, his heart full. "Rachel, you are my greatest blessing. Our love has endured, and it will continue to shine brightly for generations to come." As they watched the leaves fall and the stars twinkle in the night sky, Rachel and David knew that their love was a legacy. It was a testament to the power of resilience, the beauty of second chances, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Rachel and David's love story came full circle as they continued to embrace each day with gratitude and joy. Their home remained a haven of love and warmth, a place where family and friends gathered to celebrate life. As they entered their twilight years, Rachel and David found comfort in knowing that their love had made a lasting impact. They had created a legacy of love, one that would continue to inspire future generations. One peaceful evening, surrounded by their children and grandchildren, Rachel and David shared a heartfelt moment. "Our love has been a journey filled with ups and downs, but it has been the most beautiful adventure," Rachel said, her voice filled with emotion. David nodded, his eyes shining with love. "We have faced challenges, but we have also experienced incredible joy. Our love has endured, and it will forever be in our hearts." Their family listened, touched by the depth of their love and the wisdom of their journey. Rachel and David's love story had become a beacon of hope, a reminder that true love could weather any storm and emerge stronger. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over their home, Rachel and David held each other close. They knew that their love would continue to shine brightly, a guiding light for those who followed in their footsteps. In the end, their love story was a testament to the power of forgiveness, the beauty of second chances, and the enduring strength of the human heart. It was a journey of resilience, of finding joy in the midst of pain, and of embracing the future with hope and love. Rachel and David's love would forever be in their hearts, a legacy that would live on in the lives of those they had touched. And as they faced the future together, they knew that their love story was far from over. It was a story that would continue to unfold, filled with love, laughter, and the promise of forever.